Spectacular gadgets.
Let's do this!
Spectacular gadgets.
So yeah, this happened. I got myself the Google Pixel 11 Pro Fold. I got the 256 gigabyte variant. This was going for $18.99, and so I did not have a trade-in, but I was offered the $350 Best Buy e-gift card with my purchase. Now let me go ahead and unbox this, set this up, and let's talk about it. Yeah, you can see the crease. I just wanted to get that out the way now, but it's not that bad, y'all. Surprisingly, the device is lighter than I expected it to be. I mean, look how thin this thing is all around. And I love the fact that we're still able to use a physical SIM card. That's because they left the SIM card tray alone.
Spectacular gadgets.
Closing the Pixel isn't as fun as closing the Samsung Z Fold 8. I just gotta put that out there. Now, this is going to drive me crazy with all the fingerprints. Anyways, let's go ahead and turn this on and set this up. So to be fully transparent, I have not had a Google Pixel Fold since the OG Fold that you see right here on the left side of the table. Here it is. I actually don't even own this anymore. I gave this away. So this is going to be my first Pixel Fold in quite some time, a few years now. So I'm up for the challenge. So I currently have the Google Pixel 10, but it seems like it's going to be the year of the Fold, so I needed to make sure I had the Google Pixel 11 Pro Fold. My favorite phone right now is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. I absolutely love this device. I'll be using the Z Fold 8 to set up the Pixel 11 Pro Fold, and I'll do a little bit of the setup on camera as well as the fingerprint setup, and then we can go ahead and talk about some of the things that I like, I don't like, and that I've just kind of noticed. I will need to place my thumb here, and this way I can start adding my fingerprint to the device. At this point, I can choose to add another fingerprint, or I can continue the setup. You can also add face unlock. At this point, it will determine how many things and how large your files are that you decided to copy over from your old device to the new device. But in the meantime, I want to go ahead and take a look at the Z Fold 8 up against the Pixel Fold. And as you can see, obviously there is a height difference as the Google Pixel Fold is taller, but the thinness seems about the same on both. They're both pretty thin. Okay, so the copying portion of this setup has completed. So my wallpaper, home screen, apps, Wi-Fi, passwords, and all that stuff should come over. Unlocking the Z Fold 8, you can see they have the same wallpaper. When the OG Pixel Fold came out, it was pretty exciting times as the form factor was something to talk about, and look how different things are. I'm gonna say the Pixel 11 Pro Fold is a pretty good looking device as well. This device is rocking the Google Tensor G6, and apparently it has a smaller battery than last year's model. One thing it did do is shed a few grams, as the Pixel 11 Fold is lighter than the previous versions. This also gives us an IP68 rating, so it has some water resistance. Take a look at the peak brightness of 3600 nits, how this is doing in direct sunlight. That's both the cover screen as well as the inner screen. So as you see, in this amount of sun, I can see the screen perfectly fine, so you shouldn't have any issues using this outside in direct sunlight. Being able to use the rear camera as a selfie camera helps, especially if you have issues with the selfie cameras. And where I find this second kickstand really beneficial is when I want to do cover screen viewing. One thing I haven't forgiven Samsung for is the lack of flex mode, but Google has me covered here. The flex mode on this device works perfectly. It works how it should. As you see, I can go ahead and prop it up. It stays in place, but I can also zoom in so that the content is covering both the left and right sides of the screen. Love that they put magnets on the back of the device so I can use my accessories. Another feature that I love is the multitasking on this device. So if you want to multitask, go ahead and select any app. I'll open up the YouTube app, and then what you're going to do is from the bottom slightly push up. You can select those, or you can go ahead and press this. It opens up your app drawer. So I'm going to select Best Buy, and then if you long press, you will see the menu come up to split screen. This will go ahead and place it on either side of your device, and now I have two apps open at the same time. You also have a few ways to move the screen and resize the screen. As you see, if I long press, I get these two arrows, and pressing on those arrows will slightly nudge the screen to the left or right. You can also double press the middle line and you can switch which side the apps are on. You can obviously rotate the device and it will do a top and bottom type of view. And if I need to use the keyboard, it will come from the bottom of the screen and it will push your content up to the top. Once you're done, just go ahead and put the keyboard back and your content will be replaced. Most of the time, there's always more than one way to do something. So again, to multitask, I'm going to show you that you can also just press and drag the app to whatever side of the screen that you want, and you can do your multitasking that way as well. Now, even though we took a step back as far as battery size in this device, I can say that I'm getting about 5 to 6 hours of on-screen time, and I actually still have plenty of time before I have to find a charger. And speaking of charger, the charging speeds on this device is pretty good. Okay, now, who are they kidding with this? This definitely needs some work and some more functionality. I just don't see many people going to want to use this as it is right now. So I'm going to take a picture using the Google Pixel 11 Pro Fold or Fold Pro, and I'm going to show you. This is a portrait picture. So I'll stop the picture. I'll go and look at it. I don't like that finishing part right there. That's what I do not like. I actually like how it looks before it actually finishes the process. That. What is that? Did it? Now look. See that final, it just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. All right, you guys, I'm doing a quick screen recording using the Google Pixel 11 Pro Fold. I want to show you the photos, what they look like before and after Google does its background processes. What I'm finding is that I prefer the photos before Google does its thing in the background. So let's go to the camera app. I'm going to turn it. You guys can see me. It's going to be a slight delay in my mouth and what I'm saying, but bear with me. I'm using screen recording on the actual Pixel, which is pretty cool. But anyways, so I'm going to start with photo mode so you can see. I'm gonna snap a picture really quick. Boom. Now I'm gonna go take a look at it. You see that last little oomph? That part, I don't like how this looks. I'm really not liking how that looks. Again, I'll look at the camera, smile. Let's go take a look. You see that? It looks kind of, I don't know. I'm not, I'll go and do the portrait mode now. This takes a little bit longer because it's got a little more to do to blur the background, but I'll go ahead and take a picture right now. Let's go take a look. It's still working. It's still working. And see, it's just not as clean and crisp as I wanted, which is kind of strange because in my opinion, the Pixel like selfies were always my favorite. But like this right here, I like the way that this looks. It's not a photo or anything, but as soon as I take the picture, yeah, it's, let's see, I don't know. It looks a little blurry to me. I know I'm not tripping. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. While outside filming and doing the things that I do, it was actually warmer than 82. My device kinda had a few hiccups, but after a while, it started acting normal again. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to chill with me as we go through this journey. And until next time, everyone, I want you all to have a spectacular day. Later.